family. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Look, y'all, it's a great evening. I know it's been a couple days. Your boy's been taking care of some business. My old man called me, my dad, after like since October of last year. You know what I'm saying? He finally called, and we talked for about 8 hours yesterday, catching up and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? That's good stuff, good times, man. Bringing in the good new year right. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to how men, get over things. We don't have to sit down and discuss our feelings, Now, he did take a couple shady shots every now and again. He did go like, long time no see, stranger. That's how my dad talks. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? He hit a couple jabs in there, about me not being around and stuff like that. So, but we chopped it up and, you know what I'm saying, we're good to go. All the rest of the family's doing great. I've been having family get in touch with me here lately, so I know I'm moving and aligning myself in the right kind of way. But let's talk about this really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Sigma Wolves. Look, we don't run around and chase nothing. We attract. Period, point blank. I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there that men chase women. Let me tell you something. My mom was the one that drove down to my dad after meeting him once. And my dad always said something. It was funny, we're talking about it because, he doesn't watch none of my content. He's old school. He has like one bar of signal at his house, so he can barely get a call out. He's in the woods. You think I'm in the woods? We like being in nature. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? You guys hit that like button. But with that being said, when I was talking to him, he was like, I used to be able to just look at a woman, and it's like she would just get enticed with me. And I'm like, I can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to him about it. And he always does this thing where he's like, oh, of course I'm talking about before your mom. He always does that. Like, of course, before your mom. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, yeah, I used to look at him, and if I wanted her, what he said the other day, he said, if I wanted her, I could have her. I'm like, listen, I told him, the family's anointed, man. We got to be careful with this power. And we're talking about it. And he was like, man, I always told you that you was blessed. But he is right? So I went like Iraq twice, not a scratch. Man, I was going across a mountain one time. It was like covered in ice. It was late in West Virginia. And the truck started going off the side of the road, which was right off the side of a cliff off a mountain. And I was like losing control. And I was like, all I did was prayed real quick. I was like, God, gotta take the wheel. I can't do nothing. We hit something. The back end of the truck hit something and knocked itself back in alignment. And my ex was like sleeping next to me, and we hit something so hard that it woke her up. And she was like, what did we hit? And we looked back, there's nothing on the road. So again, I'm super, super anointed. My dad was telling me about other occasions. I don't know if I ever told y'all about the one time that me and my homeboy was going to go see these girls in Georgia. And I don't know why. That's why I don't like, going to meet chicks that I don't know with one of my homeboys, because we don't know what he's putting me in the situation of. But anyway, I ended up getting really drunk, and I tried to slow grind on her, and I didn't do very well. She was laughing at me, and I ended up passing out. Anyway, in the middle of the night, all I know is my homeboy woke me up, and he's like, get up, man. And I look back, and there's this dude that looked like Cat Williams, man, like this small, like smaller than me, like 5'3" dude with a gun bigger than him. And he's just like, which one of y'all messed with my chick? And I looked over at my homeboy, I'm like, no, you did not, man. No, you did not. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look, dude, and in the heat of the moment, with that, I would make a movie with my life. In the heat of the moment, I looked at him and I said, listen, man, we are 2 Army sergeants. If we don't go back, everybody knows where we were at last night, so they're going to go to our location, and you're not going to get away with it. And with that being said as well, we're standing very close to you. You're going to probably get one of us, but the other one's going to get that weapon and use it on you. This dude let us walk up out of there, and we were in his home, and my homeboy's messing, because he was like, I don't recognize you, talking to me, but I recognize you, a local boy. And he's like, man, this dude brought me over here, man, some shit out. He know that this chick got a dude. Man, this dude, normally they don't happen like that, man. Get off the hook. You know, I say all that to say this. Real men do not chase, we attract, okay? We don't chase after women, we don't chase drama, we don't chase problems. We attract good things, great things, anointed things, okay? It's just that simple. And if you have any woman telling you differently, well, you know what to do whenever a woman's trying to tell you what to do anyway. Tell her to kiss your ass. But, you know, if you want to hear her out a little bit, you can listen to a little bit of it, you know, but understand that it's babble and you get your messages directly from God. Now, I'm not saying that God won't speak through a woman every now and again, but you as a man know when it's something that you don't need to hear. You know that. You're like, yeah, I don't care what she says or what kind of logic she comes up with. You know when it's something that you don't need to hear. Like, again, God be talking to Adam, all right? So you got something in you that God holds you responsible for over any woman, regardless. So you knowing that, you need to move accordingly, regardless. So I don't care what any woman is saying to you. You know, when God starts talking, normally it seems like he's talking to a man, and the man is being held accountable, all right? So I don't even care what the woman has done. God will call for Adam, all right? Know that. Remember that. Also knowing that you are a vessel of God here in this plane, full, complete vessel, and you're a leader. I'm a need for you to carry yourself as such. Leaders don't listen to other people telling them that you're supposed to go chase something that you know you don't need, you don't have to have in the moment, and you could get one at any point in time in your life and make a new generation. What's going on, Daniel? Good question. Yeah, maybe. You know, it could just be some weird chick that's thinking about you too hard. You know what I'm saying? It could be that too. Just a good fling in the 5D, possibly, you know? Could be, though. Depends on how many times you see her. But pay attention to everything. It's a good thing you're paying attention to it. But just like in your dreams, I hope you're not chasing her in your dreams. If you're chasing her, it's not a good thing. If she's coming to you, sounds good. Sounds good. And we vet. You know, listen, do kings go out and chase queens, man? Come on, y'all. Let's be real, man. Women or men of stature will orbit a king or a king-level man and put a certain lady in proximity of him so he can make notice of her, see her, then she's in his reality, and then move forward from there. This is ridiculous, man. When have we ever thought that we're supposed to run around chasing down queens? I mean, after conquering lands as well, you know, they make sure that they try to get the best looking lady so that they don't end up, you know, getting their child, you know what I mean, slaughtered or whatever, you know, and try to get her married off to the king. It's never the other way around. Like, y'all, I don't care what narrative they're rewriting out here. That is not the reality of the situation, nor has it ever been in history. And if they want to try to change history right before our eyes, absolutely not. This is why we're tapping out. We're not having nothing to do with this nonsense. Hey, what's going on, homie? What's going on? Peace. Hey, I got you, brother. I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Harris, I appreciate you. Dane, I appreciate you. Absolutely. We're not sitting, listen, in no kind of way am I talking about the ladies. Ladies, understand we're not talking to you. But as a lady, you know that we're not going to chase you either. You know that you're going to have to put yourself in proximity, hover around us, some kind of orbit around us, tell a friend, because, you know, when I used to find my girlfriends, my best girlfriends came from a friend of mine or somebody that knew me, they knew how I am, and this chick was in their presence, and they knew that she wasn't a scallywag, right? They were like, oh, she won't give it up to nobody. Yep, that's the kind of girl for David. And they try to put me on tour, put us in, you know, and they would tell her about me, and, oh, yeah, this guy makes over 100,000. Back then, it used to matter. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was 25, making 100,000 at 25, it actually mattered. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, doing all this kind of stuff or whatever, I get some really good women. You know, I never found great women where I was chasing them down. Those are normally the kind of, you know, pumping, you know what, you know what I'm saying, kind of women that you get when you're learning how to be a man, collecting the skills you need as a man to take care of a woman's body and soul and mind in the bedroom. Absolutely. We're gonna roll with that. Sounds good. I'm trying to make sure I don't hit the algorithm the wrong kind of way. YouTube is tripping. We got to play with the language a little bit. Can't say too much. If you see a female emoji in my title, I'm playing around with things to see if I can hit the algorithm better if I use emojis instead of saying woman. Okay, you got to be careful right now, man. They're cracking down on us. They don't want us to put this message out, y'all. But I'm doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting crafty with it. But I'm doing it anyway. It's ridiculous out here. You as a man supposed to chase your goals and dreams, and your goals and dreams should align with God and be big enough to take care of a full family. And you're supposed to do that simultaneously while you're chasing women. It's a full-time job chasing women. It's a full-time job dating women. Where do you find the time? I'm gonna tell you where you find the time. You're missing out on sleep. You're missing out on good meditation, good downloads from God. You're missing out on workouts. You're missing out on other avenues of making money. And you're out here chasing something that once you show a woman you're willing to chase her, you are done, bro. You're done, man. You're done. You have to be something that is unique. You have to be something or a guy that all women want. There has to be women chasing you. That places a value on you to all women. If you're running around chasing them, what is your value to them? You might have a good reputation for putting it down in the bedroom, but that's as far as it goes. You're not like making her really want you. No, you gotta be that kind of guy that they're like, heard about him. I see him and the way he moves, but I just can't get to him because I know I'm not the lady enough or woman enough to get that level of guy. And that builds your legend and your legacy, and you have women running after you left and right. Because if you don't know this, I've just found this out recently. Women doggone near keep their worst enemies as their closest friends. See, as a woman, I guess they figure, I don't want to cut this person off and let her feel like she won or she knows I don't like her. I'm just going to go to brunch with her and do things of that nature. Us as men, we have anybody in our circle that's giving us any contrarian type of vibe, any kind of going against what you're saying just to do it. Look, you have your own vetted counsel. You don't need a friend to have something to say. And we also don't deal with the low-level gaslighting that some people do. Throw a jab at you, man, oh man, I'm just playing with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop being sensitive. I'll be whatever I want. And I'm telling you, I don't appreciate the disrespect. If you don't like that, then, you know, maybe you shouldn't be in any proximity of me. I beg your pardon, right? Bougie kings out here. See, we're going to go ahead and embrace. A lot of y'all let the shaming language make you feel like you have to act and be a certain kind of way. See, I was raised by my father, and my dad, you know, and his wife, my mother, nuclear family type of situation, death do you part. You know, he took no shit from nobody, and he didn't let nobody tell him what to do. If you wonder where I get it from, I get it from my own man. He's not gonna let you tell him what to do, how to move, and he's not gonna let you tell him. My dad has never had any, and my dad was married to my mom, right? And my mom chased after him, and that was a nuclear family that lasted and lasted. And my mom seen the value in him, and did not want to let him go and chase him down to Florida from South Carolina. So I'm gonna tell you something straight up, okay? Like, you don't need to be out here letting anyone tell you that these women are worth you taking away from your valuable time while you're supposed to be building yourself into the great leader and man you need to be, the king you need to be, the emperor you need to be, chasing women who are gonna have a lineup of other guys, and they're gonna be chasing the guys that they really want while you're chasing them. You're gonna always be just a B-lister guy or maybe a sneaky link at best, and you're not gonna get great women. Better women are out there vetting men, and then they approach. They heard what we said. A lot of great women don't even like for men to approach them anyway. They're off guard. You know, some of these women haven't washed their ass. You know what I'm saying? Wearing, you know, don't even have themselves together, and then some guy run up on them, or they're trying to go to the grocery store. It's very uncomfortable for them. But if they got themselves together and they see a man like me, even if I ain't got myself together right, you know, I'm never gonna be out here crusted up. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you what the women do. They do that sometimes. I'm just being real. You know, I'll let them approach me, and I'll never shut them down in a wicked kind of way that a lot of females do. You know what I'm saying? So it's better for them to approach. There's gonna be no man that's gonna shut them down the way that women shut men down. They do it like it's a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if he's attractive. I'm going to crush his ego today and take his soul. No, man, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think that what it is I appreciate the question. I don't believe that to be so. I believe there to be a, how do I phrase, I'm trying not to get flagged. I believe there to be an agenda from the powers that be, the matrices going on, to make us feel like we're supposed to be chasing women, and that we are. But with the movement going on, like, I can't say the name of, and the men's self-improvement movement and stuff like that, women are starting to reflect that they've noticed less men around through the videos that they're posting. Whether they're trolling or making it up or not, they're still getting that information, and women are relating to it. That's why they're going viral. So with that information that we have on our hands, seeing that these women are upset that men aren't in gyms and at bars and clubs and Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart, from that information, and while men aren't complaining about where are the women, seems like we're taking care of ourselves, I would deduct that the reality of the situation is men are going their own way and women are chasing us down, but we're being shown nothing but propaganda on all forms of, internet, social media, radio, and TV, telling us the other. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe that to be so, because if you got two eyes to see, and if your third eye is somewhat open, if you go out anywhere and you look halfway decent, you're gonna have women smiling at you, looking at you hard, making definite signals that they're interested in whatnot. Hard to deny. And I don't see it the other way around. I'm not seeing like cold approach guys when women are looking really good. I'm not seeing that. So definitely some deception going on. And again, it's all about making sure that you trust the instinct that God gave you, because the man, again, you have to be a leader. God gives you certain logical reasoning and certain kind of ways of compartmentalizing things that most women can't do, for you to be the leader of the home. And you have to lean into that and not trust what you're being told, but lean into, what God is showing you, what you feel, your instincts. We got to go more back to the nature of us being instinctive on things, and not like, because all the programming that we see every day is to program us to not be able to see what we need to see. So you have to unplug yourself to be able to see and notice everything that everybody else can't see, because of everything that's put in front of them to blind them. So, I got the glasses on and I can't take them off. Ain't that what Dick Gregory said? You know what I'm saying? Once you start seeing, you can't unsee. So, we move that kind of way, and moving this kind of way has an energy to it. There's an energy to being a man on your mission, on semen retention, being celibate or abstinent or whatever on your purpose, moving with God. There's an energy to that, and everyone's going to be attracted to it. And the kind of women you want definitely will be attracted to it, and they will be the kind of women to listen to what you say. So if you're saying, well, y'all got to approach, guess what? They're going to approach. It's going to be just like that, point blank, period. What are they going to do? Argue with you, but they want you? No, they're going to let the fools argue with you, let those females argue with you, and they're going to slide in and handle their business. That's just the way it is. You guys hit that like button. Appreciate it. Anytime, my man, anytime, Daniel, you know what I'm saying? Listen, here to answer questions, man. I love answering these questions while I'm out here doing my walk. Your boy just got through eating some grapes and some chocolate like a king. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm trying to walk some of it off, man. I gotta work out a little bit, but I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer. Just want to get on here and let you guys know what I've been up to. I spent all day yesterday catching up with my dad. I ain't talked to him in a year. But even though we haven't talked, again, men don't sit around and discuss our feelings. Like I say, he took a couple jabs during the conversation, let me know how he felt. And, with the growth that I've had, I was able to just brush it off my shoulder and be like, yeah, you're right, Pops. And because I understand that since I've grown, since a year ago, that no one's perfect. So, our parents, I more so look at what my dad does for me as opposed to exactly what he says. Because my dad is, if you think I'm good with words, my dad is really good. Like, my dad can listen to me speak, and he can kind of figure out what the rest of what you're going to say. And he's thinking about a rebuttal while you're talking. So by the time you get finished, half the time he's cutting you off. but I peeped game on it and I called him out on it. And I was like, hey, I've noticed this over the years, and I figured it out. I figured out the pattern. I always do, man. I always do. Hey, what's going on, Reggie? What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? Just come back from the gym. Man, listen, I'm about to, you know what? I'm about to go for a run when I get off of here. You know what I'm saying? Bet. You know what I mean? You're right. I need to go for a run, and then I was just talking about I got to go work out. I've been lazy all day because I was on the phone with my dad for 8 hours yesterday. You know how we do as men. You know what I'm saying? We skip a beat for like a year, whatever. We catch up like nothing happened. Talk for like 8 hours, and you know what I'm saying? My dad was like, send me some pictures of my grandson. Of course, we'll do. No problem. That's how men operate. We don't hold any, like that. Men don't, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, it's better for your woman. See, you know, you can love your family and people that you know that are going to be there for you, right? But you need to, I would rather for a woman, because some women, like I told you, like I think in some kind of way, some of these crazy narcs, they love the people they're with, but they don't know how to love right. So I would rather for a woman to respect me. Like, you can keep her love or whatever to a certain degree. I don't want her to be wicked, but I would rather have my respect, you know what I'm saying, from a woman, you know, having that respect and knowing, you know, listen, this guy's got whatever capability, I'm gonna follow his leadership, as opposed to just like, oh yeah, she's deeply in love, but she'll still cheat on you and love you, man. Some of these females will cheat on you because they love you and they don't know how to love right, and they get jealous and all this other kind of crazy stuff. 444 on the timer as I say this. You guys hit that like button. So again, I would rather have a woman give me the utmost respect. That's why I talk about respect. That's why I demand respect, you know, without beating my chest. It's just the energy I have about me. I won't let you be in my presence or in my energy or in my reality if you don't show me respect. And I've learned that over the years. So I would rather have respect than some woman's great love. You know what I mean? Respect over everything. You're going to respect me. You're going to respect that I don't appreciate, nor will I tolerate any woman or female cheating on me. I'm not going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather have respect. But you guys, I got to get off of here. I got to get back inside. You know what I mean? And get ready for this run. And then I'll be back on here later. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Back at it. Took a day off because I was talking to my dad. That's all it was. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Stay blessed.